Hi there. It's September 15th and time for Proverbs 15 on our 13th time through that. Let's jump over there. And this is one of my favorite chapters because it deals with the subject of arguing, right? Especially like arguing with friends or spouses or people in general. And it's good. So let's get into it. Verse 1. A soft answer putteth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Okay? We'll read that over here in the New American Standard. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stirs up anger. Okay? If somebody's mad at you and they're arguing and they come to you upset, they've been wrong, they've been grieved, and they shout at you, if you shout back at them, you're only going to make it worse. You're going to stir up anger. Harsh words. Soft answer. Okay? Speak softly. Be gentle. And it automatically will calm that other person down. Okay? Important. 2. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools babbleth out foolishness. Right? Simple statement. Tongue of the wise makes knowledge acceptable. Okay? Use it right. You don't use it to pound somebody down or to make them look stupid. Right? 3. The eyes of the Lord in every place behold the evil and the good. God sees everything, right? God sees everything and he's always watching. 4. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but the forwardness thereof is the breaking of the mind. It's another arguing. Let's read that over here. A soothing tongue is a tree of life, but perversion in it crushes the spirit. Right? Now, along with up here, a soft answer, a gentle answer, a wholesome or soothing tongue is a tree of life. But forwardness or perverseness thereof is the breaking of the mind. Or crushes the spirit, breaks your mind. Okay? Don't beat somebody down. Don't point out all their flaws. If they're upset, they're upset. And you need to deal with that gently. Right? 5. A fool despiseth his father's instruction, but he that regardeth correction is prudent. Right? Listen to your parents. Okay? They've already been where you're going, so chances are they know some things about it, right? 6. The house of the righteous hath much treasure, but in the revenues of the wicked is trouble. For though they have much, yet it is full of trouble and care. Right? Revenues of the wicked, your money is ill-gotten, right? Great wealth, the righteous hath much treasure. If you just pursue following God and getting wisdom, knowledge, that stuff just comes, okay? And it's healthy treasure. It's not wicked. They just buy stuff and stuff and stuff, and then they're always worried about somebody stealing it. Right? 7. The lips of the wise do spread abroad knowledge, but the heart of the foolish doth not so. Yeah, right. Lips of the wise spread knowledge. Okay, we're on verse 8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, but the prayer of the righteous is acceptable to him. That thing is abominable before God, which is the wicked think to be most excellent, and whereby they think most to be accepted. Right. The wicked try to give. So the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. The sacrifice of the wicked. There are wicked people that give, right? Like philanthropists. There are philanthropists that give only to build up their own popularity and their own name. Okay. if you give a gift or a sacrifice of something, nobody's supposed to know about it except you and God. Okay? Simple. Should I highlight that? Why not? My mouse isn't working right. It double clicks when it should single click. That is very strange. I'm trying to. It's not going to let me because my mouse isn't working right. Strange. Oh well. The way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, but he that loveth him followeth righteousness. Right. The things evil people do is an abomination to the Lord. Right. The Lord loves somebody who follows righteousness. Right. Instruction is evil to him that forsaketh the way, and he that hateth correction shall die. He that swerveth from the word of God cannot abide to be admonished. Right. Evil people don't like to be corrected because they think they're right about everything. Right? They think instruction is evil. And the people that hate those kind of things, you can't tell them. They're going to pay for it. Right? Hell and destruction are before the Lord. How much more the hearts of the sons of men? There's nothing so deep and secret that can be hid from the eyes of God, much less man's thoughts, right? God can see and hear your very thoughts. You can't hide anything from him, okay? He sees into the future. He knows what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. Right? 12. A scorner loveth not him that rebuketh him, neither will he go unto the wise. And it says scoffer over here. Does not love one who reproves him, he will not go to the wise, right? A scorner, a scoffer, haughty, pride, arrogant. They're not going to ask for help, okay? A joyful heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by the sorrow of the heart the mind is heavy. Oh. It says over here, when the heart is sad, the spirit is broken. Mind is heavy, spirit is broken. Interesting. A joyful heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by the sorrow of the heart mind is heavy. The heart of him that hath understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of the fool is fed with foolishness. Right? Understanding. It's important to get understanding along with other stuff, right? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Those three things go together. You have to comprehend what you're reading. You have to know why it says what it says and what it means to you. Right? A heart that has understanding, comprehension, seeks knowledge. But the mouth of fools is fed with foolishness. If they believe anything they read on the internet. 15. All the days of the afflicted are evil, but a good conscience is a continual feast. Heart is Hebrew. Right? It says a cheerful heart has a continual feast. Right? All the days of the afflicted are evil, but a good conscience is a continual feast. Interesting, huh? 16. Better is little with fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble therewith. Right? We always highlight that. Great treasure and turmoil with it, right? If you've never had a lot of money, you have no idea the trouble having a lot of money brings with it. Constant Most people that have a lot of money, they very rarely sleep. And they're always worried, and there's always trouble. And sometimes it's better to just have a little, just enough. It says in the end of Proverbs, give me just enough. If I have too much, I might forget the Lord. If I don't have enough, I might profane the Lord by being forced to steal because I'm starving. Just enough. And follow the Lord. All right? Good stuff. 17, better is a dinner of green herbs where love is than a stalled ox and hatred therewith. Right. You ever gone to a meal, a dinner? Sometimes it's a family thing, like Thanksgiving, where everybody's fighting and they hate you and they don't like your politics. They don't like anything about you, or they're envious of you, or they look down on you. And it's just, right? It's better to stay home and have a salad, right? Than where there's love. It's over here. Better is a little with fear of the Lord than great treasure. 17 is the same thing. Better is a dinner of green herbs. Oh, that's what we were talking about. Better is a dish of vegetables where love is than a fattened ox served with hatred. 18, an angry man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to wrath appeaseth strife. Now, this goes with our arguing theme, and we'll put all these together in the end, right? If you're arguing with somebody, your wife, your husband, your best friend, people at work, and you're already angry, you're just going to stir up more trouble. If you're slow to anger, you appeaseth, okay? That's why a lot of managers are chosen, because of their demeanor, their ability to stay calm under pressure, right? And like I said, we'll put all these together. And 19, the way of a slothful man is as an hedge of thorns, but the way of the righteous is plain. Is as and. The way of the lazy is as a hedge of thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway. Right? A lazy person will always find a reason not to do something, right? Someone says, there's a lion outside. It says in other parts of Proverbs. Any excuse. 20, a wise son rejoiceth the father, but a foolish man despiseth his mother. Right? A wise son makes a father glad. Simple. Make your parents proud. Okay? 21, foolishness is joy to him that is destitute and of understanding, but a man of understanding walketh uprightly. Folly is joy to him who lacks sense, but a man of understanding walks straight. Some people like being in their foolishness, okay? Being in their ignorance and stuff. Just, they like it. All right? Man of understanding walketh uprightly. Right. 23, without counsel, thoughts come to naught, but in the multitude of counselors there is steadfastness. Where's this note? Oh, read Proverbs 11:14. Get advice. If you're going to do something you've never done before, get advice. Nowadays, you can look it up on YouTube, There's somebody who's done it and done it successfully that will teach you how to do it. Used to be you had to go find somebody or go to the library, okay? I used to have to go to the library when I wanted to learn to do something I'd never done before. Now you can just look it up. All right. Okay, was it 22? 23. A joy cometh to a man by the answer of his mouth, and how good is a word in due season. Let's read that over here. A man has joy in an apt answer, and how delightful is a timely word. Let's make this green also. and use it in our arguing. Okay? 24. The way of life is on high to the prudent, to avoid from hell beneath. Path of life leads upward for the wise, that he may keep away from hell below. Right? Path of the wise is upwards to heaven. Right? Cool. 25. The Lord will destroy the house of the proud men, but he will establish the borders of the widow. Evil plans are an abomination to the Lord, but pleasant words are pure. No, that's not what I'm reading. Right? The Lord will tear down the house of the proud, but he will establish the boundary of the widow. All right. Near pride, God hates pride, okay? Humble, God likes humbleness. Okay? It's important. The thoughts of the wicked are an abomination to the Lord, but the pure have pleasant words. Right. What's this note? That is wholesome and profitable to the hearers. Okay? Wholesome and profitable to the hearers. You should always say something that is wholesome and profitable to the one you're talking to. Right? Only say good things. 27. How he that is greedy of gain troubleth his own house, but he that beareth gifts shall live. Yeah. He who profits illicitly troubles his own house, but he who hates bribes will live. He who hates bribes will live. See, now that says something different. He that beareth gifts shall live. He that beareth gifts, he that hates bribes. You find differences in these books. Now, the New American Standard over here is supposed to be one of the most accurate word-for-word translations, which means they didn't change it for prose, they didn't change it for the benefit of the English language. They just translated it word for word. This is what it says. So, 1599 versus 1995. Okay. Hates bribes, beareth gifts. I mean, you're supposed to hate bribes, okay? People are bribing you because they want you to do something that you normally wouldn't do. Goes on a lot in government. Oh, my goodness. 28. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the wicked man's mouth babbleth evil things. The heart of the wise studieth. Ponders how to answer. I like that. We'll make that green, too. We'll tie all these green ones together. The Lord is far out from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous. Right. 30. The light of the eyes rejoiceth the heart, and a good name maketh the bones fat. Makes your bones fat. The light of the eyes rejoiceth the heart. Bright eyes gladden the heart. Good news puts fat on the bones. Interesting, huh? 31. The ear that hearkeneth to the correction of life shall lodge among the wise. Wow. That suffereth himself to be admonished by God's word, which bringeth life, and so amendeth. You like that? He whose ear listens to life-giving reproof will dwell among the wise. Right? Life-giving reproof, it says. Correction of life. I'm just telling you, if you don't stop doing this, it's going to kill you, okay? And the things your mother would say. It's important. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that obeyeth correction getteth understanding. Right? We're talking about understanding up here, comprehension. We need to listen to people. Listen to wise people. Right? Instruction. If you refuse instruction, right? If you don't listen, despise your own soul. Can you imagine despising your own soul? He who neglects discipline despises himself. And 32:3. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, but before honor goeth humility, or being humble. Meaning that God exalteth none but them that are truly humbled, right? If you want God to exalt you, you have to be humble and truly humbled. Okay? And you're talking about all this instruction for wisdom and getting understanding. And what is it? The fear of the Lord is instruction. Is the instruction of wisdom. That means fearing the Lord, which means to reverence him, to follow him, to be in awe of him, right? As the one who made everything and knows everything. Right? And it says the beginning of wisdom is to fear the Lord. It says that all over Proverbs. So there you go. Well, let's tie all these green ones together first. And we're talking about arguing and how to debate or argue effectively. Okay? A soft answer putteth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Right? A gentle answer, harsh words stir up anger. Right? First thing, when you get in an argument, somebody is upset, somebody is mad, somebody has been wronged, somebody has been hurt. Be gentle, okay? A gentle answer will calm them down. Okay, talk like this, talk quietly. I understand how you feel, right? You don't want to say, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That's just going to stir up wrath, right? A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but the forwardness thereof is the breaking of the mind. A soothing tongue is a tree of life, but perversion in it crushes the spirit. Right. A wholesome tongue. Say good things. Soothing, wholesome tongue. You want to say kind things. Okay? There's another green one. An angry man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to wrath appeaseth strife. Okay? Somebody in this argument has to be the rational, calm person, slow to anger. Okay? That's really important. Slow to anger appeaseth strife. Right? The one who's calm, and somebody, it may be you that's angry and screaming, but the person who's calm, a gentle touch, slow to angry, will appease that. And 23 is part of it. A joy cometh to a man by the answer of his mouth, and how good is a word in due season. Right? A man has joy in an apt answer of his mouth. And how delightful is a timely word. Right? Wait for the right time, and then say good things. And this one's important. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the wicked man's mouth babbleth evil things. Right? Studieth how to answer, ponders how to answer. You're not going to blurt out things, okay? You're going to say it in your head first completely and think, if I say this, will that upset that person, or will that make them calm down and feel better, okay? A righteous man will always say it in here first, and if it will hurt, don't say it out of your mouth, okay? But the wicked's man's mouth babbles of evil things, just blurts things out. You're stupid, you're a jerk, you're so ugly. Evil things, okay? That's not going to help somebody feel better. That's not going to finish an argument. Okay, there's the green ones for arguing. You can put all those together and get a good idea of how you should act, okay? Let's check our other highlights here. Highlighted understanding. Okay. And if we jump down here, him that hath the heart of him has understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of the fools is fed with foolishness. Now we found out down here, the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. Right. You get understanding, fear the Lord first and foremost. And then all this other stuff comes, right? We highlighted 16. Better is a little with fear of the Lord than great treasure and trouble wherewith. And we talked about this. Okay. Rich people are not happier than poor people. On the large scale of things, most poor people are happier than rich people. Okay. Because they just don't have all the problems and the troubles that treasure brings. You think, well, if I had this stuff, I'd be happy. Are the millionaires happy? No, they're not happy. They're always buying bigger stuff. Why do they want a bigger boat? I've got a 100-foot mega yacht. I want a 300-foot mega yacht. That'll make me happier. It won't, okay? It won't. You spend their whole time showing off to people. But inside, they're lonely. Okay? Because most people don't like them for who they are. They just like them for what they have. Great treasure and trouble therewith. Right? We highlighted through. The fear of the Lord is. You notice they hyphenated that, is the instruction of wisdom. Okay? The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. So, fear of the Lord first. So there you go. That's Proverbs 15. Like I said, that's one of my favorite proverbs. If you're, debating or angry, or arguing with friends, wives, debating, any rules of any kind of confrontation. Good things to remember. So that's it. Stay tuned later today. We are on day 259, I believe, of our Through the Bible in here. We're going through Daniel, and it's pretty exciting. He's talking about the future, about what's going to happen, which will later be used in Revelation. So good stuff. Stay tuned for that. But till next time, remember, be humble, be gentle, right? A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Remember that. See you next time.